Jojo Siwa has been going absolutely off the rails recently. She did this very strange interview that I watched that just was so much information to take in such a short period of time.
You've already named your children?
Fully. I actually have 2 tattoos dedicated to them. I want 3 babies. I have my sperm donor lined up.
Like, that's a lot of information. She's already got her kids' names tattooed on her, and she revealed all of that information very quickly, just in front of those people. I think sometimes when people have a microphone, they just should be banned from using them. I think some people should be banned from using microphones. Is that controversial? Don't put me on that list. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, right, we're going to be looking at Jojo Siwa and her calling out loads of people for something that actually I found quite disturbing. To be honest, it's weird. Jojo Siwa called out the cast of the Dance Mums for not wanting to come back to the Dance Mums reunion. Now, I could think of a million reasons why kids who were on a show where they were shouted at and made to cry constantly wouldn't want to go back into that environment as an adult. But Jojo Siwa doesn't care, I guess, about those. They're not valid. They're idiots. Let's watch what she had to say, because it's, yeah, it's a fascinating take.
Them not being here is kind of like, let me erase my past, pretend it never happened, shove it down the drain, when it's like, that's why you are who you are.
Yeah, and they probably might not like that. Like, they might not like that this show has molded them into the people they are. They might have so many issues because of this show. I don't really know why Jojo Siwa would be surprised by that, but wait, hang on. That's because Jojo Siwa created her own show that had kids on it, and an article came out saying that she would make the kids cry with the producers because if they didn't, it wasn't good TV. So we could see why Jojo Siwa thinks that's the way. She'll go, hey man, you'll cry on TV, I did. You know, I was bullied by adults who were like 35 years, maybe 50, maybe 60. Some of them may be 80 years older than me. That's maybe too far. Although, look at some of them. I got bullied, and I'm a millionaire. Ignore that loads of people didn't come out millionaires. So, trust the process. It's part of how this machine works. And you can see that's why she's gone and done it on her show. Like, some of the clips are crazy. There was a kid on there who basically had a disability and they would force them to come back from surgery and dance, even though they were meant to have a couple more weeks off, to the point where they started to bleed because of the surgery that they had. And they were just like, well, if you don't dance, you're not going to be on the show. And yeah, that's pretty bad. That's not good, is it? That's bad. Yeah, that's not good. That's not okay. That's not okay. I've had a visitor, by the way. I totally forgot. I was going to mention this at some point, but I didn't want to distract you. I have 2 new guests. Do you want to see them? Let me show you them. We had a visitor walk through the door. This is Tails. Tails is part of my family now. And her sister is downstairs, I think. You're a little child. I'm going to make you perform on camera like Jojo Siwa does for other people. Okay? Hello. Oh, what you doing? Leaving? You're leaving. Okay, goodbye. They hate me, apparently. Should we go get your sister? Let's go get your sister. Oh, she's actually joined us. They've made it all the way upstairs. Come here, Shadow. You silly monkey. They always travel in pairs. Look, and this is Shadow. This is the sister. 2 sisters. You don't like being held as much, do you? No, you're off. Goodbye. Or not? Alright, yeah, you're gone. Cool. Yeah, I've got 2 kittens now. So I'm a happy man. What was the video about again? I don't know. I'm distracted. You probably are too. This was probably better content, to be honest. There is now just a kitten walking around on my desk. Ignore the Coca-Cola, by the way. I am a child. You're gonna stay up there while I'm recording this video. Okay. Let's go back into what we were talking about or whatever. But Jojo Siwa has become the person that was kind of giving her the abuse on her own TV show when she was a kid. And it's a vicious cycle. It really is. It repeats itself and it's sad to see. But to come out and basically just go after the other cast members who didn't turn up, who, you know, who knows what their story is. But frankly, like, we know that it's bad. Like, if I type in Dance Mum Cry, Maddie, who is one of the girls that they went after, there's a clip on YouTube with 8.8 million views called Dance Mums Maddie's Cry Solo Season 1 Flashback. I don't know if that's because that's the name of the song, or maybe because she's actually crying. But then there is this thumbnail of her crying. So I'd assume she probably cries at some point.
I just wanted Miss Abby to understand that, like, I love to dance and I think I want it more than anyone else.
What's going on? Why were you in your car last night crying?
I was crying because I was just gonna ask you if I could have a solo. I just feel like this is like my home and
Oh my god. Like, why is a woman who frankly doesn't look like they could dance even for a slice of pizza? Not saying she'd like a slice of pizza. I think we'd all like a slice of pizza. And if you're in the comments saying, actually, Alex, not everybody likes a slice of pizza, then honestly, your life is worse than mine, so I don't care. Don't hurt me. And look at her, she's gonna cry, man. I can't watch these shows. I can't watch these kids cry. I can't. It hurts me. It hurts my soul. But Jojo Siwa is now doing this to other kids, so you're cool.
I didn't deserve any of it. There's always another kid. There's always somebody else. We love you. We were ready to work with you. And you sat out there. I'm sorry. Why didn't you get out of the car and go? No, I'm going in there.
This show is terrifying. I'm scared. I feel like I'm watching a horror film. Why is she looking at it like that? You're the adult. You know, this is not an environment you should be like raising kids in. But don't worry, because as Jojo Siwa said, this is what formed your brain. And that can't be bad for you. Why do you hate dance mums so much? Jojo Siwa has just been really weird lately. Like, she was collabing with Clean Ballinger, so maybe she doesn't really care about the safety of children in general. And there was that crazy article that we've already talked about where her mum, who calls herself a mummager, by the way, basically was like defending the fact that their TV show is just based around trying to get kids to kind of dance and become the next Jojo Siwa, and they were like taking money off of these kids. And the YouTube channel is just like one of the weirdest things ever. Like, I mean, not only is the name the worst thing I've ever seen, but like, you know, look at this YouTube channel, it's terrifying. So they've posted a song 4 days ago. Let's give it a watch. This is what Jojo Siwa runs. This was like the thing that got created by Team Siwa, it says in the description. So what is Jojo Siwa got these kids to do?
Can you hear me? I need somebody to turn to. I got a serious question to ask you.
Well, you can see, based on what they're wearing, like, you know, the kids are very much created in the image of Jojo Siwa. But one thing I will say is there's a graph here that's like looking at the views. And why do the videos suddenly climb by like very similar kind of spaces? That is not normal for a YouTube graph, actually. That's actually very strange. I'm not saying there's anything weird going on here. Hang on, wait. It's got 620 likes. Oh, comments are turned off. It's on YouTube Kids. That might be why. But that is strange, isn't it? That this is aimed at other kids and not adults. Because that really kind of tells you all you need to know. They're going to keep on doing this to kids forever. It's like kind of what Hollywood and those people do. Take kids, give them the worst time ever, use them to make loads of money because for some reason people love kids, and I'm not gonna move past that bit. Make them cry. The thing is, she also posted like a really shady Instagram caption apparently, which read, "Grateful for this day. For everyone wondering about the few people missing, everyone was invited today, but some didn't want to be here." Yeah, I wonder why. Like, I don't understand. Like, Jojo Siwa played down the stuff that Clean Ballinger did on a podcast.
I was 12 when I met her. She's always been nothing but kind to me, her family nothing but kind to me. The internet can take a lie and run so far with it to the point where you just can't do anything about it.
And now is playing down this. My thought process when I was younger through my dance teacher was, you have to be the best. If you don't win, you're not good. And that's fair enough. You know, I'm not saying that people wanting to win is a bad thing and people teaching kids to be the best isn't a bad thing. Jojo Siwa wouldn't have the career that she had if she didn't try to be the best. It's the same for football and sports and music, etc. You've got to put the work in and you've got to really want to be the best to be the best. But when it's kids, you have to make sure, but it doesn't cross the line from no longer being fun. It's all good installing winning into people. If you lose, that can upset you. But like making the kids cry and basically screaming and shouting at them and bullying them, I don't think that makes them better. I just think that's insane. Because it's adults and kids. When it's adults talking to other adults, maybe you could have harsher conversations. But doing that to children is just wrong. You should not do that to kids. Like, if it's an adult speaking to an adult, they're going to have different methods to motivate each other. Probably, maybe might be able to take it. You know, game's the game. Kids? No. It just seems like Jojo Siwa probably has a complicated relationship with this, to be honest, because of the fact that she doesn't want to come to terms with the fact that maybe it was a bad thing for her. She's been successful. She managed to get over the hill. So she probably is like, look, it worked for me. And maybe that's a way of her processing maybe what she went through on that TV show. Because let's face it, it's not good. And although Jojo Siwa is here kind of throwing stones at other people, it's probably more from a place of, oh yeah, I'm fine. I swear I'm fine. I swear this wasn't bad for me. She's probably heavy coping with everything that went on, to be honest. And can you blame her? Because the show is absolutely brutal if you've seen it. But that's a little update on this video about the Jojo Siwa situation. If you want to watch another one, then I did do a video on the entire article about everything to do with her TV show being exposed. So that will be on the end screen and should be up next. So go watch that. I'm going to go see where the cats have gone. What are you doing? Doughty's at my PC there. She is at my PC. She's going to turn it off. Let me go grab her. Come here. Alright, say goodbye to everyone. Say goodbye. Alright, goodbye everybody. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. So would Tails. Shadow left. Doesn't want to be in this video anymore. Fair enough. Bye.